It's Tuesday, and that means it's time now for our weekly Hot Jobs Report.
It is brought to you by Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend.
In Corpus Christi, an asset manager is needed. You'll work at a plant site to work on various tasks and must be able to operate lathes, drill presses, and mills. A TWIC card is needed plus a valid driver's license. You must have at least 5 years of experience and a high school diploma or GED. Pay is between $30 and $35 an hour, plus benefits. An accounting manager is also needed. You will manage and evaluate accounting processes and must have knowledge of Excel, Word, and QuickBooks. A valid driver's license, insurance, and 2 or more years of supervisory experience is needed, in addition to 5 years of experience and a bachelor's degree. Salary is $55,000 a year, plus benefits. A pump mechanic is also needed. You will perform a variety of tasks like working with pump systems at oil, gas, and chemical plants. A valid driver's license is needed since a company vehicle is provided. At least 1 year of experience is needed plus a high school diploma or GED. Pay is $15 an hour plus benefits and bonuses. In Kingsville, a firefighter is needed. You will respond to fire alarms and requests for help. You'll also participate in various fire prevention activities and help maintain the station and other equipment. A TCFP structural firefighter certification is needed and a standard driver's license. You must need at least a high school diploma or GED. Salary is a little over $43,000 plus benefits. And lastly, in San Diego, a maintenance technician is needed. You will keep the buildings clean and perform all job-related duties as assigned or directed. At least 1 year of experience is needed. Pay is $15 an hour. To learn more about these jobs and others, contact Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend at 888-860-JOBS or visit workintexas.com.